Shalom to the 144,000, the elect. Before I get started, let me give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Bahashim, Rukah Kudash. The one to the apostles and nails of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers that are preaching the truth in the four winds of the earth. May Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh have mercy upon you. Okay. 1 second, let me turn this thing up here. The name of this video here is Women. I'm just reading what's on the screen, y'all. Women frustrated as men ignore. Ma'am, I know you ain't talking. So hey, you know, the typical who? We talking about the typical what? So-called black woman. Loudmouth, disrespectful, proud. You know, the list goes on and on and on. But let's listen to it. It ain't long at all. Let's listen up and see what the subject is, and we're going to go in on it.
And since men want to put in their input about what they don't like women wearing, or I don't like these bobs, I don't like these wigs, I don't like these braids, and this, that, and the third, you wearing wigs, braids, and bobs and stuff because they don't have no real hair. Since you in a provoking mood, sir, let's step over the line, Caroline. I don't like these stupid ass spray painted hairlines, but here we are stuck with it. Dip your hair in the water and wash your hair. Let me see something real quick. So once you get out the shower, your hairline went from right here to all the way to the back of your brain. You can't even explain to me why that happened, how that happened, scientifically or logically. Oh, and I know damn sure y'all want to get into the conversation about men wearing frontals, so they ain't got to do the spray painted hairlines. No, we don't want to talk about that. We don't want to open up that conversation.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. The projection is real. It's absolutely real.
Okay, brother. Okay, now I see who this is. BM Streets. Put this up, but this guy here, I can't, what is it, podcast? I can't think of the podcast, but I watch his videos as well. But he got this from another guy. Now, you know, the subject itself, look what we talking about. Look at this here, y'all. Look like her hairline about right here, right? And look at her way back here, right? And she's a, you know, I don't know if it's a filter or not. But even if it is a filter, even the filter ain't even giving you a hairline that's appropriate, right? So hey, what made me do this video, man, is that I was reading these comments, man. These comments is hilarious. So we're gonna go through them. I'm gonna go through quite a few of them because they're real funny, right? So y'all know the subject is what? It's hair and hairline, hair fronts, and she drawing on line like men. You know, you got some men that wear be putting that line across their head. I've never seen a guy like this guy said on this. I was reading the comments here, and the guy said he never seen a guy wear that. I've never seen one either. So that's just how rare it may be in the hood for a so-called black man to be seen with that crap on his head. But anyway, the dude BM Street say what? Oh, he said thoughts. Okay, Fabric. I don't know his name. Y'all got these weird names, man. And dude say she is funny looking. She's definitely funny looking. Look at her. Right? Funny looking. Let me go get to the replies. Those eyes are crazy. Remind me of the girl from what? Are we there yet? She a little extra terrestrial. Somebody calling the woman an alien, man. She a little extraterrestrial, no chin. She ain't got no chin. She got some weird eyes, but I still a little. She take off. Let me take on like these comments here. Hold up. Let's get to the nitty gritties of them, right? I don't think she should what his name is? Brian Claw. It ain't, man. I be trying to read the little names, but some of them are hard to read, and some are just, I guess they just throw something together. He said, I don't think she would mention anyone's hairline. They go to the replies. I know, right? But I'm thinking she's blind or doesn't own a mirror at home. Ha ha ha. Her what? Her hairline goes back further than what? The civil rights. The dude said her hairline goes back further than the civil rights, man. Excuse me, y'all. Take me a water break. Oh, let's hear this again, y'all. Cause, and I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go through some more of these comments. Hilarious.
Like women wearing, oh, I don't like these bobs, I don't like these wigs, I don't like these braids, and this is that and the third. You wearing wigs, braids, and bobs and stuff because.
So what's wrong with a man having a standard? And saying what he don't like. See, that's the key. The key is that, you know, hey, if I don't like wigs, if I don't like fake hair, if I like my woman to wear natural, even if she can't grow hair, hey, shave it bald. Would rather see you with your natural hair or just nothing than with all that glue and whatever else crap you put in your head, you know, or wigs. You know, a lot of women wear wigs. What the hell? And then as soon as you have meet a significant other, and then he wake up with you in the morning, you're not gonna look like what you've been looking like since you've been dating. This is, you know, y'all don't think about that. You all don't think about you changing overnight, and you can't sleep with that stuff. And when you this is why a lot of women say I live alone. A lot of them is embarrassed about their head. A lot of women are embarrassed about their heads. They don't definitely a man that they like. They don't want the man that they like or be with is like them to see their what their past head, because a lot of them pull their hairs out with these glues and with that glue, mainly the glue, be gluing their hair on and be pulling the hairs out from the root. That's why a lot of them head bad anyway. You know, a lot of them head is not as bad as it look. The reason it looks so bad is what it is because they back and forth pulling them and braiding too. Braiding will pull your hairs out too from the root. So you know. They really, most of them destroy themselves. It is what it is.
They don't have no real hair. Since you in a provoking mood, sir, let's step over the line, Caroline. I don't like these stupid ass spray painted hairlines, but here we are stuck with it. Dip your hair in the water and wash your hair. Let me see something real quick. So once you get out the shower, your hairline went from right here, it's all into.
She's talking about somebody's hairline, y'all. Look at this. Come on, man.
The back of your brain. You can't even explain to me what that happened. How that.
And then you young. She young. This woman here is young. She, what did you say? She in her mid 20s, or could be younger. Look at her. Look at that head. I don't need that big forehead right there. That's the last thing you should be talking about if someone else's hair. Let me read some more comments. She's looking crazy. Yeah, look at her. Example. It say why she got 4 hairlines. Yeah, look at them. That baby hair. They love the baby hair. She got 4 hairlines. Like you said, 1, 2, 3. I don't see but 3. But you said 4 hairlines. He just being sarcastic, right? Okay. Sam says what? How many men wear pieces? Our entire nation of women wear wigs. All of you, big difference. Yeah, big difference. And he makes a great point there. That's the point I made early. Before I started the video, that I've never seen a man put that mess on his head. Hey, I don't go out too much anyway, but hey, I have never seen one, even in the stores or where I go, because we all go out, we all go to the store, we all have to go somewhere from time to time, but I've never seen a man with that mess on his head. Okay, what his name is? Agent Smith. Somebody got a name, Agent Smith. Jaw, come get your girl. She think that she is human, bro. BX, I'm through. That's what they just basically just laughing at her. Oh, exactly. I've literally never seen or met a man in real life that has one. Me neither. That's the point. So I guess we just gonna ignore the whole 4B natural hair movement and the fact that there is what no official study or stats to back up your claim that even half, let alone the entire nation of black women wear wigs and weaves. You got to clap that up because he's 100% right in that. You know, the last thing a so-called black woman should need to be done out of the tribe of Judah is what? It's trying to go in on someone concerning their head. Their hair, should I say. Because they all wear. They all wear. You know, a lot of them can have beautiful hair on their head and they still destroy it. They'll be dissatisfied with something because they want to look like all the rest of the women. Yeah, I know one or two that got some pretty hair on their head, but they'll do what? They'll destroy it just to look like the most of the ratchet tramp that's out here wearing the fake hair. Western Star says, even the celebrities wear pieces. Me personally don't care. But when it comes to other things, it does matter. Let's see. Let's go here. Her George Jefferson hairline thought. But they going in on her. She got that Dallas shag booty cut with a wig on the back. Pot calling the kettle black. For real, man. She is the last one need to be talking about somebody's head, man. She made these, like I said, these comments made me do this video here. Okay, her George Jefferson, no, I read that. She got no, hold up. Like some of this stuff repeating itself, y'all. And let my computer acting up. Show her side profile. Pick. Hairline goes back further than what? Than 8-track tapes. Hey, so her hairline go back further than 8-track. A lot of y'all too young to know what an 8-track is. Right? He said, you wild. Okay, let's read a few more. We see you got a lot on your mind. We are all that forehead. We see you got a lot on your mind. Come on, Eve. Y'all, you know what? Y'all be embarrassing y'allselves, man, when y'all get on the internet, regardless of what the subject is. Y'all are not good critiquers. Y'all are not, because for the most part, y'all just what? You just ramble. And when you rambling, you ain't thinking. You know, a lot of you all just blot out stuff and then don't think about what you're saying before you say it. This is why y'all be looking so ignorant, man. And then you have women bag women up when they be looking like food. They know they looking like food and sound like food. You have women would bag that shit up. It's amazing, man. Somebody say, ma'am, you are not the messenger for this. That forehead is what is ready to what? To scream and movie. They killing themselves. Hey man, she's kind of cute. Boy, I tell you, it's always gonna be a thirsty Jake on him, man. That's one out of the 20 messages I've read. Think she cute? No, she's not. Take that wig. Take this off of her head. Take this off him, and it might be a filter, and we're gonna see if you still gonna think the same thing about her being cute. Said those edges looking like the little waves that be that washing ashore in the sand on the beach. She has to make little design with her hair where her hairline used to be. Yeah, exactly. Where her hairline used to be. That woman, damn man, she could have put a bonnet on your head. You should have put a bonnet on your head when you got on here talking about somebody's hairline, man. Okay, William say, that's forehead crazy laugh out loud. She don't see how far her hairline is back and WTF is her chin at? Where her chin at? She ain't got no chin on no forehead. Let's get in the comment and reply. It was enveloped by her what her lower lip. She thought she was what? Too jazzy trying to shame somebody, but came outside looking like that. I'll read a few more, man. I'm going to get into the lesson, okay? That's fine. Let me see something. And this man here says, who's going to tell her? They're all telling her. This dude right here, mystical harmonizer, say, I pledge allegiance to the forehead of the forehead states of America, and to this forehead for which it stands, one nation under forehead, invisible, with liberty and justice for forehead. Oh my goodness, we're gonna leave that right there, y'all. So let's get into the scriptures, y'all. And what's a better place to go than Isaiah 3 and verse 16? Let me get me a hit here before I go in, because I'm gonna be a minute. Forgive my swallowing and forgive my interruption, but let's get it. This is Isaiah 3 and 16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh saith, because the daughter of Zion are haughty, meaning that word haughty goes into being what? Proud. Proud as hell and arrogant. We'll say they think they're more superior than what? Than the so-called black man. You know, the attitude of the Israelite sisters. You know, this is why you curse for it. This is y'all play a great part in your own demise, just like Esau Edom is playing a major part in them. Look at Trump; they destroying their own system. And Eve, you are destroying your what? Your used to be, you know, your look initially used to be a look that most men attach themselves to. Yeah. Well, I take that back. Not most men. Most men in the hood. Pookas and Ray Rays. Right? But now you got Pookas and Ray Ray don't even want y'all, man. Attitude, man. Attitude and thinking your poop don't stink. Which, you know, I just say poopers. You know me, I go in. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh said, because the daughter of Zion are haughty, proud as hell, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanting eyes. Wanting eyes, that wanting goes into what? Them being undisciplined. They are very undisciplined. You can't tell them anything. They think they know everything. They got 3-4 degrees, but what they ain't telling you that they would. They're in debt. You hear a woman screaming about degrees, how many degrees she got. She says she got 3-4 degrees. Trust and believe she's in debt. Leave her alone. Wanting eyes, walking and menacing as they go and making a tingling with what? With their feet. That's how that goes into jury. Their jury. Don't y'all know that? Let me see, what that is? Psalm 50. Psalm 50, out of Zion, the perfection of beauty. Huh? Out of Zion. This first paragraph, well, not the first paragraph, paragraph 6. 16, where it say, what the Lord Yahweh saith, because of the daughters of Zion are haughty. And then Psalm 50, I think it's right at the top. 52. Out of Zion, the what? The perfection of beauty. That's the perfection of beauty, your natural look. That's the true essence of beauty. Verse 17 of Isaiah 3 and 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the heads of the daughters of Zion. And who? Why the northern kingdom? The northern kingdom women are not like that. The head tribe of the women, which is Judah, which is the so-called black woman, and the black men, they are the head of all the tribes. This is why they play the biggest role in being up, one being up and one being what? As low as the ground. Right? As one, the vagabond of the earth, which is Esau Edom. So, you know, we as the head tribe of all the tribes, or the 12 tribes of children of Israel, this so-called black man, he's under all the tribes at this present moment. He's looked to be worse than Esau Edom. We're under the vagabond of the earth, which is Esau Edom, man. We're under his feet. And we're gonna stay under his feet until Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah come here and save us out of the hands of our enemies. That's the only way we're gonna get out of it. But the main thing is here is concerning the scab. A scab on what? The daughters of Zion head. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord Yahweh will what? Discover their what? Their secret parts. And what are their secret parts? That fake hair that they be trying to hide, you know. They even got fake nails. And a lot of them can grow nails. What's that is? 1 Corinthians. Hold on, let's see something. 1 Corinthians 11. Yeah. You know, 11 in verse 14. Important point. You got to read this here. 11 and 14. Start at 14. Doeth not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Meaning, what is the disgrace or dishonor to have long hair as a man? But you know, IUIC that claims that they follow the laws, that they follow the laws of the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah perfectly. This is definitely one that they are not, well, including the Sabbath and many other things, but we're on the subject of hair. And how many men, I see men in their group with hair down to their ass, when they know they don't supposed to be wearing it. Right? Do not even nature itself teach you that if a man have long hair, it is a shame unto him? Exactly. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her. This is why you see Eve put forth, and they make these people billions of dollars every year by buying fake hair. Buying fake hair. In and out of the hair shop. But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her. For her hair is what is given for what? For a covering. A covering. You know, that is part of a woman's beauty. But you know, nowadays they got these damn dirty ass dreadlocks, which was actually an Indian culture. India, or should I say, the East Indias. What they call them? Shiva Javas. Shiva Jatas. That's what they call them, right? That's a custom. Y'all thinking that what they are, Jamaicans? That's their custom. No, that custom started from India, and the dreadlocks are called Shiva Jatas, right? But if a woman have long hair, it is a glory to her, for her hair is given for her a covering. Verse 16. But if any man seem to be what? Contentious, meaning if you want to be angry, he want to debate or argue about that it's not a sin, right? But if any man seem to be contentious, we have no such custom, neither the churches of God. But clearly, the prophet, which is the Apostle Paul, that probably 90% of you all love to use, they are what? He's going into, when have the prophet's words that come out of the mouth of a prophet is not are true and worthy to what? To be followed by us as a people. You know, most of you are, especially you in IUIC, you're being hypocrites. Let's go back over here to Isaiah 3, and I ain't gonna be long. Isaiah 3, I'm gonna read 17 again. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion. And the Lord Yahweh will discover their secret parts. And again, their secret parts goes into their fake hair and nails. You know, most of what you see when it comes to dealing with Eve is just fake. Now Eve go. I mean, when I came up as a child, in the 60s and 70s, you know, white women was the one that was. I mean, white woman wasn't even buying ass. She walked around flat as a pancake, but she always bought her some breasts. She know that, and as the years, I think when it got to about like the early 80s, the so-called white woman stopped putting it in their chest because they knew that the outcome of it was not good. This is something that's already been studied because they was the first one that was doing it. Now you got Eve. Eve got ass and titties, and she still add to it, destroying their bodies as they go. You know, destroying themselves. You know, amazing how they would walk around and be smelling and stinky by putting fat. And listen, man, anything that comes out of the body, man, any type of fluid that comes out of the body, and this, how you gonna take something from here and put it over here? Take something from there, then put it over there. That's like drawing something. Once it comes out of the body, it needs to remain out of the body. Though you can't put it back in the body. That's a method that Edom had taught you all, and he has what? It had made him what? A rich man. Verse 18 of back in Isaiah 3 and 18. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of what? Their tingling ornaments about their feet and their calls, and their what? Their round tires like what? Like moon. Meaning that's their material possessions, right? That they find to be what? The essence of beauty. All of the material possessions in the all of the clothes and shoes. You know, Eve can't never have enough purses, enough pair of shoes, enough clothes. You know, they can have 15 closets. You know, and then they live as though, well, hell, a lot of them got a lot of money. I can say that because why is Eve so comfortable in the devil's kingdom? Because that's the purpose. It served the purpose, and her purpose has came to an end because now Esau, Edom don't need them anymore. They have served that purpose, and they served it very good. This is why he was allowing them to get free Medicaid, free money, free anything that they want. You know, give them $12,000 and $13,000 every year income tax. You know, Eve will go work 6 months just long so she can do what? File taxes and file them 8 children, and get $12,000 and $13,000 back, man, and blow it all in what? On nothing, and then come home. She can have $13,000, go on a trip for 2 weeks, and come home and broke. This is the behavior of what Eve was doing. And most of them can continue to do it. Let them get $1,000 in their hand. They going on a girl trip. This is what they do. A girl trip to do what? To be whores, man. But you men, a lot of you men are a bunch of suckers. Go on a girl trip and I'm about to call my address. Go on a girl trip up in here, boy. You come back. You'll be on the side of the curve. In that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their that bravery, meaning their material possessions, and their tingling ornaments about their feet, and their calls. Their calls goes into their hats, the caps, you know, damn bonnets. So the scriptures is true, man. And these things was already written even before what? Even before Eve brought her behind over here in captivity over here in America. In doing these things was already been doing. A cap or clothes fitting or cap worn by what? Worn by women. That's a call. And their round tires like what? Like the moon. That goes into their ornaments, their jewelry. I think it's in Ezekiel 20, 21, 21, 20, 20, 24. I think it's Ezekiel 24 goes into their jewelry, those round ties like the moon. Talking about hats, right? I mean their jewelry. I'm sorry. Verse 19 of Isaiah 3:19. The chains and the bracelets and the mufflers, the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs, and the headbands and the tablets and the earrings, the rings, the nose jewelry, and this is what they wear right now. All these things then came back into what? That custom that they wear. But a lot of these things that they doing is a heathen custom. We wore things, but a lot of things, we didn't wear bones in our nose. Those are Africans, man. And a lot of you are ignorant to the fact that you are not Africans. You are not the modern day Egyptians. Verse 22. Back 21. Isaiah 3:21. The rings and the nose jewels, the changeable suits of apparel, and the mantles and the wimples, and the crisping pins, the glasses, and fine linen, and the hood. The scriptures don't leave out anything. Don't leave out anything. A lot of things have a different name because we're in Esau's kingdom. Just like he changed the names of all of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel, the Judah, and calling us American blacks, Benjamin, West Indies, Levi, Haitians, Ephraim, Puerto Ricans, Manasseh, Cubans, Simeon, Dominicans, and so forth. The same way he have changed our name and got us thinking that we are we are a nation within nations. Right? There are billions and billions. We outnumber all of the nations, man, because we're the Israelites. We're in all the a lot of us are Israelites in looking like the other the other nations of people. We're looking like them because why? Because we were scattered in the four corners, man. Looking like all the nations. This is why you have to be careful concerning who's an Israelite and who's not. You can't go by skin color, skin tone. You got to go by the spirit. That first John 4:1, verse 23 of Isaiah 3:23. The glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils. Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink. What that sound like, y'all? That's Eve being what? Smelling. She's stinking. Because why? For one, when they come up as young women, their mothers don't teach them how to take care of themselves. And they laying down with multiple men. You can't do that. You laying down with multiple men, you're going to have what? The scriptures speak about the sin of a whore. And the sin of a whore definitely comes in when a woman laying down with more than one man. You can't do it, women. That's blood. A seed of a man is blood. That's how you determine the lineage of a child. Why do you think they say where the father at? Because they testing the blood, because that's the seed. That's his seed. Women, y'all got possession of these men. Y'all got possession. You and the so-called white man is definitely, y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all kidnapping children. That's what y'all doing. Kidnapping children and giving them to what? To women. When the seed belongs to the, let's get one precept concerning the seed. One or maybe two of them, right? And the one that let's just go to Numbers. I can get two of them right out of Numbers, which is right there, which I can start right here at the, usually go to 1 and 18, but right here in Numbers 1 and 2. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their family by what? There are lessons within lessons, man. Remember that. Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel. Who we talking about? The children of Israel. After their families by the house of their what? Their fathers. With the number of their what? names every male their pole. Their pole mean what? The head of what? Of a person's home. Meaning what? Men. Men. Because during that time they was what? They was every man that was 20 years and old and upward, they was what? They was going into what? To war. They was going into war. Now they go to verse 18, which is one that we always use, most of us anyway. First and foremost, Numbers 1 and 18. And they who? The children of Israel, and they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers. Pedigree goes into what? Your lineage, seed line. That's who you are. So Esau, Edom is a law. Esau, Edom, and Eve, y'all are kidnapping these men and children, man. in the day, you are a possession, man. You are a woman. A woman is a servant, man. To who? To her man, and she carries her seed. This is why you think when there were handmaids in our homes, a handmaid will have a child, and the child, it belongs to who? Belongs to the father. Belongs to the father. And not only the woman who oversees that, which was the wife, which was an Israelite woman, the wife of that man. What happened? She oversees that his seed made sure he had seed. Meaning, if she couldn't have a child, she would get her handmaid and to lay down with her husband so she can have seed. That alone tells you that what? That the seed of a child belongs to the seed of a man. But you got dummies with argue at that point too. When it's plain. When it's plain. Hell, whoever plant a seed, just as do common sense, whoever plant a seed out there in the yard or in the wilderness, well, whoever plant that seed own that seed, don't it? You plant the seed, whatever grow the fruit. If it's a fruit, apple, whatever, you own the seed. You go, why? You planted it. I can't come along and just take your fruit tree. When I know you planted it, just ignorance, man. The ignorance of our people is ridiculous. And Esau, Edom love us to go back and forth with one another because most of us are ignorant to the fact concerning who we are, and a lot of us are not going to come out of it because a lot of us are caught up in these man-made religions. Esau, Edom is going to keep confusion. You're going to keep confusion in amongst us. And then now you got AI. AI ain't nothing but confusion, right? For confusion for most people, but not the true prophets of the law of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Let's end this here. Let's go to verse 24, which is Isaiah 3 and 24. Right? And it shall come to pass that instead of a sweet smell, there shall be stink. And I just gave the reason behind that. And instead of a girdle, a rent, meaning what? A girdle or rent. I'm sorry, what girdles now? Most of you so-called black women, y'all wear girdles. Because why? Because you're overweight. You're ashamed of that gut. Most of you're ashamed of yourself, just like you're ashamed of the what? Of your hair. And instead of well-set hair, baldness. And instead of a stomach or a girdle, of sackcloth, and burning, and that word burning goes in burning instead of what? Beauty, meaning what? Ugly. Let's get to your duties as a wife or a woman real quick, and then I'm going to close this out, which is in Titus. I'm going to start in Titus 2 in verse 3. This is your duties. The aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine. Wine goes into what? Different doctrines. Because Eve, you are what? You are a weaker vessel. You are more easy to influence and to go off and doing something outside of your true heritage. Why? Because you're a weaker vessel. Too much wine, many doctrines, teachers of good things. Verse 4. This is who you can teach. Right? That they may what? Teach the young women to be sober, to love their what? Their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, right? Chase, that word chase goes into what? Pure. And to be discreet, meaning what? Not being, in other words, just having everything on display, your ass all out, right? To be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husband, that the word of thy power be not blasphemy. So that normally say, call halal Yahweh by Hashem, Yahushua by Hashem, Rekah HaKodash, Shalom.